Welcome back to day 7 of the epic Master Maz journey to the US. In today's episode, the team drive up to the gate of Mago Castle. Then head off to Sedona Healing Arts. After that, they drive to Rock Springs Café for the best pie in the world ever. Before driving back to Bell Rock for a Vortex Energy hike, which Master Maz explains very well. After which, he pilots his drone to grab some stunning images from above.
So this is definitely going up Skyline Drive. See it? It's already in sight. The highest point in Sedona. Right there. Mago Castle. Interesting little story about the house right next to it too. It's a pretty steep climb, this road. Oi! Eagle's nest. There it is. And there's the view. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the gate to the infamous, or the famous, Mago Castle. In fact, you can even see the statue of Mago right there, creeping behind those fences. And then, this is exactly the same Mago Castle from the story of The Secret of Mago Castle, and almost the highest living point, residential point, in Sedona, Arizona, and for good reason. Look at this. Incredible, huh? The story goes that Sissanim Il-Chili actually came in and saw this property, and he thought this should belong to his vision or the whole fellowship. And so he literally just stood at the gates almost all the time, praying and hoping that this would be his one day, or to be shared with the community one day. Right there. Right there. But now, that's the emblem for Mago, same one as in Sedona Mago Retreat. It is. And inside, Mago Castle, with all forms of elements and features and crystals and ornaments and things that help really prize what is our vision and the spirit of our vision in brain education worldwide and globally. It's a beautiful home. Been inside myself a few times, and it's under special invitation that you actually do get the chance to go in, whether it's either a special training or you're yourself either a special person, and not in the sense of just being VIP, but special towards the vision, or it's by invite as well. And here is Munira Neem, wishing and praying she gets to go into.
So beautiful.
Bell Rock.
Did I tell you?
Munira is catching some B-roll. So now that we've actually seen the Mago Castle, we're about to go to the Sedona Healing Arts and hopefully meet up with a few masters that we can connect with. 반갑습니다. Master Jungari, what's going on?
Good to see you.
Thank you. 반갑습니다. How's it going?
You look like
So this is Sedona Healing Arts. You want to maybe give a little briefing of what goes on here or what is in here?
Yes. So we're actually associated with the Body and Brain Centers, but our goal is a little different. So it's introducing people to our practice in a unique way. So we focus a lot on healing with crystals. That's why we have a lot of crystals here. So it's not woo-woo craziness. The crystals come from the earth, so they have their own frequency and vibration. Then when you hold it and use it, it blends with your frequency and vibration. That's how you see changes. I like to say it's not a magic pill, so you're not instantly healed, but over time, the more you use them, you feel a difference. We try and make it easy to use, so you can either wear it like bracelets. If there are ones with points, you can use them for acupressure. More of the smooth ones you can use for massaging in all different areas. So we even show you how to use your crystals. But our main focus is healing. Mm-hmm. So we do a unique form of healing, which is in the form of intuitive readings. So our director, Yolesa Dansanin, she does most of our readings, which are all over here. So past life regressions, that helps you to kind of tackle the issues you're currently experiencing. Pineal gland awakening, which is opening the third eye. We also do intuitive readings, psychic counseling. Psychic counseling is more mediumship, so connecting with loved ones who have passed. Because energy, our soul is energy. Energy can never be destroyed, it's just recycled.
Yeah, that
So-
surprises me.
So sometimes we need to reach out to loved ones who have passed for closure. Intuitive readings, it's nice because we don't predict the future. It's more like feeling out the energy and mapping out the best possibility based on your mindset and choices, because you're in control of your future.
Oh.
And the future can always change, so how can we predict it?
Yeah.
So we do that, sound chakra, balancing, crystal healing. So it's kind of approaching people with the same philosophy of body and brain, just in a different way.
Got it.
Yeah, so
Sweet.
it's all about healing the body, mind, and spirit.
Yay! Sedona, I am missing you already. I think this is like day 6, day 7.
It's day 7, Master Maz.
Couldn't absorb enough red sands, and at the same time, it's amazing that we are. That's just incredible that you have this view you sitting outside your window, anybody's window, any morning, any day of the year. And you can just feel its power. We're going to be passing by Bell Rock. You can kind of see the tip of it right there at the edge. And we're going to be coming back. So right now we're heading to Rock Springs Café. It's probably my favorite pie place in the States. It's a bit of a trip, but at the same time, well worth it, I'd say. And head back in time to meet the rest for a Bell Rock Vortex Energy hike. Yes. Here. See that courthouse? That's the one. This parking lot. This is the one we come back to. Yep. There we are. There's Bell Rock. It's beautiful. It's harder to climb on this side, but that's actually the side I climb. Can you see that? That's the side I climb to reach the top. It was honestly only because I didn't know how else to get to the top than through that side there. So there we go. So we're on our way, about halfway to that place we talked about, Rock Springs Café. The highway is winding in between cut mountains, really. It's just kind of sheer down the middle. And it's really fun driving when there's only 2 cars in your sight ahead of you, or maybe even none behind you. So open road, all for you and your driving. Yeah, actually I want to show you what this looks like. Okay. There you go. Yep. Rock Springs Café. This is the place where I came to back in 2012, and then again when doing a road trip. And in this place, this was where I went back in 2012 when I was on my way to visiting different universities around the States, and stopped for what is now my favorite American pie ever. And we drove an hour away from Sedona just to get it and then come back. Wow. So this is it. We're here. Crazy, right? The things we do for the things we like. Oh my god, we are gunning it! Oh my god, we are gunning it. Petrol, gas, car. Let's go. Into the white.
Into the light.
Alright everybody, so we are almost at Bell Rock, up ahead, straight ahead. It is just past 5:33. I know you can't see the clock, but you're just gonna take my word for it. We are almost there and we just made it for time. My goodness, was this a race. And we don't want to crash last minute. Alright, Bell Rock. I can see you, baby. I can see you. Coming up. Oh, Bell Rock, I love you. Okay, we are getting closer and closer. You just kind of see this in person. It's incredible. It is magnanimous. My goodness, you remember how we looked at it and from a distance it looked tiny, puny, but now, my goodness, we are going there right now. On we go. 'Cause we taking over one city at a time. 'Cause we taking over one city at a time. Alright, at this point, since we already crossed 2 turns, I think it's about time to share a little bit about the whole energy thing. See this little mountain here? Bell Rock. This is a location which is identified as having an energy vortex. For those of you who have done brain education with me before, you may have felt a palpation, a pulsing sensation, any kind of throbbing, magnetism around your body, if not your hands specifically, especially when we're doing that energetic meditation. Now here's the thing. When we do that, that is us connecting, or first of all, lowering or slowing down our brainwaves to the point where we're feeling more than we're thinking. Then we're sensitizing to the idea that we have bioelectric matter, and it has a resonance effect that we can feel with our hands, with ourselves. But everything has bioelectric matter in some form or other. If it is changing, that change requires energy, and that energy is current, that energy is also field. It is creating a field. Vortex are usually, displayed as something that is spiraling almost, right? So that's really the kind of thing that you want to imagine, because you imagine like a swirl inside your hands. Now here's the thing. You can feel this like how you feel the energy inside your body, the bioelectric matter inside your body. You can sensitize to it if you open up certain gate points right in the middle of the palms. Same thing for the feet, so underneath the balls of the feet. And yes, even this is an opening. Funny that this is right on top of the parietal lobe, which is mostly involving around senses. Now, as you're doing this, the energy here, if you want to call it that, is coming up. So you want to be receiving it by having an open mind as well as an open body. Now, this being stimulated and active, or throbbing, or just kind of pressing right there. Same thing with your feet. So you want to be walking almost like right underneath the balls of the feet, really feeling the soles underneath you, or being conscious about it, is also kind of an opening. They should get kind of warm too. And again, this in terms of the air, the energy, like it's a full circulation. So consciousness in breathing, right? As you're doing this, put your hands down as though you're kind of feeling this vortex energy, and you should be able to sense, if you're sensitive enough, a kind of a spiraling of sorts underneath your palms. And you'll notice the size of the circle, which you can expand. Like this is maybe a bit too big for the circle right now. The circle is about this big, but soon with more sensitization, you can certainly expand that circle as it slows down and winds out bigger, bolder, amplifying, that kind of thing. So that is filling and also filling up the energy that is inside of you. That's how you connect to this vortex, and if you feel it, it feels like it's almost lifting you. You can actually feel a little lighter in your body as you walk up this thing. And we are walking up this thing.
So what's amazing is there's a top, right? So we can definitely climb up. But with every plateau, right, there's a different energy, or there's a different feeling. This is definitely one of breath, of emotion. So you can definitely get winded here, but it's also where you experience most emotional content in your well-being, especially as you climb up. Clearly the first one being the body, and then lastly one of being the mind, the illusions, our concepts inside our mind. Battling with those, and how we maybe perhaps see ourselves from our spirit, our information about ourselves, or the world. But at this point, we're enjoying it from here. This is crazy. So we're really enjoying this particular plateau, the one of emotion. Really enjoying this here, from this point here. Obviously every plateau, like the one below, has a meaning. First being of the body, right? So physical challenge. Then of the breath, or emotion. So that's the energetic challenge. And then finally the spirit. Your information and preconceptions about even yourself. It's incredible. But look at this. I mean, can you imagine a silhouette as beautiful as this? I don't believe humans have really experienced the most majestic of silhouettes until they've seen Sedona. Honest. It's incredible. Really is. Wow. So human beings, follow me to Sedona. Will you come with? Well, will you? Maybe next time we get you up to the top of Bell Rock. Top and the deepest of your mind. Here we go. I mean, the only way you're going to get to see it is to see it. Wow, look at this. Incredible. Oh, don't worry, I'll give you a shot that's close up and just a scene for sure. What are you laughing at?
It's been shaked on the climb.
Oh, it's been shaken on the climb. It came up too fast. Oh my God, look at that silhouette. I love it. I love it. Wow. Incredible, mashallah. This is pretty cool. Oh, look at that sunlight. Alright, I'm gonna swing back around to the other side to help film the whole of Bell Rock. Let's go a little bit quicker out in the open. Oh, the silhouette's beautiful. Panning is really nice. It's tilted on the pan, but that's okay because the drone is kind of tilting. Oh, that looks really beautiful. Nice golden light. And we should have Bell Rock in our sights. Boom, the whole of Bell Rock. And here we go. Let's go up. Yeah, baby. And let's accelerate. And up to the top we go. The top and slowly over the edge. Oh. Alright, here we go. Let's do that one again. We're in sport mode. Wow, that's amazing. I'm going to do that run around again. Boom. This does get a person a little dizzy, I gotta say. Alright, I'm gonna do the turn around again. Oh baby. Here we go. Here we go. A little bit slow, a little bit slow, a little bit slow, a little bit slow. Oh baby. There it is. There's that golden light. And Bell Rock swooping down like an eagle. Oh yeah. Right past it. for Master Maz. Let's get it nice and low. Nice and low. Coming down right now, it's amazing. That was my contribution. Let's do it again. So you really gotta feel out where the rock tells you to put it. There, that's a little too unstable. Right about there. And the whole thing feels a lot more rigid. Boom. The sun is now past the horizon. It's coming down behind the mountains, behind me, and it's good. It's really good. This is prime time for inspiration.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell so that you get notified the moment the next episode gets released. In tomorrow's episode, the team go in search of the 120 steps. We return to the eco farm and meet the first American Jidoja. Spoke to some volunteer farmers and we were shown the fruits of their labour. Master Maz tells us all about a 9,000-year-old script. Do some frantic packing and then drive to the airport, stopping for a stretch along the way. To gate A7 for a night flight to JFK.